So away we go in this Champions Cup preliminary round, and an early touch for Laudrup to McCoist. McCall, who's been in splendid form, sends it wide to Alberts. McCall again. This is Björklund. Well, the Russians have still to win a game at European level. They're newcomers to this, but having won the Russian League, Rangers know, having watched them several times recently. Archie Knox, Walter Smith's assistant, was out there, so too was Ewan Chester, who also assists Walter Smith in spying in the opposition. And they've come back with glowing reports on this side, who ran Liverpool so close last season. They've actually lost their 2 home games so far in European competition, but they've managed to draw away to Borussia Dortmund and at Anfield. So the pedigree is there. This is Tetradze, who will sweep, and he's caught there almost by McCoist. This is Goff. Petric. Laudrup comes deep. They get through now, looking for Cleland, who's gone off on a good run. The early cross from him, McCoist! What a chance for Rangers and Ali McCoist. A great spring forward by Ali Cleland. He was well spotted by Laudrup. The early cross coming in, and what a chance.
Well, it was all set up again by Laudrup. Cleland makes a great run, but it's a tremendous cross. And McCoist has scored so many headers last season, we were starting to get worried about him. He probably has more time than he thinks. It's a tremendous cross. Great chance for him to break the record. He's just got too much on it.
Here come Alania. Janowski plays it through with a real chance on here. And Andy Gorham claws it away from Agayev. Well, this man has brought off so many important saves for Rangers down through the years, but a timely warning there. Janowski playing the ball through. Goff was easily beaten, and Gorham was there.
Yeah, he certainly did again. Nearly broken numbers, the 4 through the central row. A clumsy mistake by Rangers in the midfield area, and they pounced on it. You just can't afford to give them that chance.
Stretched right across the back at the moment, including McCall, who's been charging forward and completely missed that one. Agayev comes in again, who's already brought out a good save from Andy Gorham. But Rangers. And again, they're under pressure. It's Arevishvili. Agayev. Goff comes in this time to make the clearance out towards Jury. Jury gets away thanks to the slip there by Kornienko, and a free kick is awarded, and Kazimov is shown the yellow card. So Richard Goff starts to move forward for the set piece. So too does Gordon Petric. Petric has changed his mind. Well, he's backing forward there. And you can just see the indecision, which is affecting Rangers' play. And Laudrup loses out, and there's no free kick, and the break's on here. It's Kazimov. This is Terayev. Getting away from Cleland with ease, cutting it back, and it's 1-0. And that's Janowski. He simply puts it away with 28 minutes gone, and you've got to say that goal's been coming. Terayev just stepped away from Cleland, cut it back, nice as you like, and Janowski drilled it beyond Gorham, right into the corner. Rangers 0. Alania won, and we're seeing the rerun of an old story here at Ibrox Stadium.
Yeah, well, I've got to be honest and say it's well deserved. Alania have been well on top. They've been the team with a stronger mentality, better passing ability. Rangers have had no flow to their game whatsoever. They've made basic mistakes at the back and in midfield, and they've been punished for a deserved lead for the Alania team.
This is Cleland. Well, Rangers made a cautious start to the match, which was the right thing to do, but really Alania have come more and more into it, and that certainly is a deserved lead. And there's their coach, Vladikavkaz. Will be an extremely happy man.
It's certainly right to say that they started cautiously, but it's been square passes they've been playing at the back. You know, they at least play a diagonal pass and get the movement and get the flow. As yet, they've had absolutely no flow to the play, other than when you've had an odd glimpse of Loudrop. But other than that, the Russians have looked totally in control of the game.
This is Petric. Play through for Cleland. Alberts is well forward. Here's McCoist, but no power in that at all to worry the goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's a decent cross again from Cleland. Bit high maybe. Decent head down. I think probably better try to take that down, McCoist, rather than the overhead kick. But I think he'll just be happy to get a shot on target.
Played through by Cleland. Vladikavkaz. This is Pagayev. Played out now towards Jury. It's quickly closed down by Kornienko. It's Rangers ball. Well, Revishvili been given a warning by the referee, German referee. This is Alberts. Bjorklund. Bjorklund again. Alania dealing comfortably with the situation. Breaks for McCoist. You see how quickly, though, the Alania players are closing down their opponents. Rangers not getting a chance at all to settle on the ball. Slip one there, though. Here's Loudrop. McCoist. Jury tries to get it forward. Well, McCoist coming so close there. And the Rangers have the free kick. Loudrop was in there battling and broke to McCoist.
Yeah, it was made by the McInnes pass. He made a 15-20 yard into the feet of Loudrop, and suddenly he gave him a problem.
Still the Russian champions lead by 1-0. Maybe there's a chance here though for McCoist, but once again Alania stand firm. Vladikavkaz slamming the ball behind for the corner kick. Once again Goff and Petric are forward. Goff still up there. And it's well taken by the goalkeeper. It's played through by Ayagev. Here's the goal scorer, Janovsky. Once again, Alania pass it about with confidence. It's a possession game for them. They're in the driving seat. And they're causing Rangers more and more frustration. Free kick is awarded. And still the wait to make the substitution. And all played through effectively, but the linesman's flag goes up. It's just out of play. Now it's allowed up for Rangers to Alberts. And certainly the Russians who have played some 18-19 league games looking a lot sharper, but here's Alberts through now for Gordon Dury. Still it's Dury trying to get in the cross. Well, that draws applause from the home crowd. And now the Russians want to make that change. So 3 minutes of this first half left, plus any stoppage time. Here's Joyev, captain once again. Bit of a misunderstanding there though. Allows Petric to clear. Laudrup gets a nice touch, but again there are two players on him. He responds brilliantly though. McCoist is in the middle. Dury's arriving. Here's McCoist, and once again the goalkeeper makes the save. Well, Rangers really should have taken some of these chances. McCoist with an early header over the crossbar. And this one allowed the keeper to save. So there's Valery Gazayev lighting up. And we're now into stoppage time. He certainly looks a very confident character. And this team certainly displayed a lot of confidence just before kick-off. They came out for their warm-up, just went and stood about in the tunnel. The referee had to check their boots there. There was no way they were going back to the dressing room. They were really up for it, and they proved that in this first half. They've given Rangers a hard time, and if it hadn't been for Andy Gorham, there might be another couple in the back of the Rangers net. Having said that, Ally McCoist should certainly have tucked away a chance. This is McInnes, the Rangers substitute. Goff's forward again. Well, it was Goff who put Rangers back into the game against Dortmund here last year in the Champions League. He's virtually pushed himself into a forward role in these closing stages. Now played over a minute of stoppage time in this first half. And one from Petric. And easily tidied up by Botsev, the substitute for Alania. So, as we approach half-time, the Russians calm and in possession. Again, showing pace in the flanks, showing skill as well. The whistle sounds. Walter Smith has a lot of talking to do during the interval. There's a man, Igor Yanovsky, who scored after 29 minutes to give the Russians a lead. At Ibrox Stadium, it's Rangers 0, Alania 1. They've got to get their noses in front tonight. They're always going to be chasing this tie, both here and in the return, in what is shaping as a trip to hell in a fortnight's time, Charlie.
Well, that's certainly right. You have to try and at least get a victory. They've lost the goal, it's gone. I agree with Charlie Sooners back in the studio there. I think the only permutation I would maybe change is McCall is more of the ball winner than McInnes. I would maybe push McCall a bit further than McInnes and let him try and dictate passing. And I think if they do that, they might just be able to bite at the Russians a little bit more.
So you're giving Graham Souness his nickname there, Charlie, from years ago. But Rangers under pressure right away here. Russian confidence is high. This is a team that got the better of the Moscow clubs to win the championship. The better of Spartak and Lokomotiv. They beat them by 6 points. And the first side from outside the capital to win the relatively new Russian league. So they have a real pedigree, but can Rangers apply some pressure here? Through from McCoist, who's onside. The ball through from Jury, it's McCoist, but once again, it's a weak finish. The chances are falling for McCoist. Jury it was who played it through. He took a touch on it, but really not a test for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, with suspicions offside, but I think the defender did play him on. But this is a problem when you play one up front. Laudrup's got the free roll. McCoist, you can guarantee McCoist will still be there for the next chance, mind you, but it's quite a weak finish.
McCoist in challenging, having to drop deep. It breaks away to Alberts. This is Laudrup. Good touch by him. The return pass from McCoist. This is better play by Rangers. McCoist there. And a good save this time from Kamarenko. Good build-up play by Rangers. McCoist and Laudrup combining well. Jury was coming in as well. It was played through towards McCoist, and the goalkeeper handled this one well.
Yeah, it was a great build-up again. Two nice passing movements. He's ever so unlucky, McCoist. He's stretching, you see, he's stretching for it. He does the right thing. He hits the target, which is the main priority. But the keeper stood his ground, and it's a great save.
Well, the referee has been quite lenient here. As Cleland sends it through to McCoist. It's McInnes. Cleland. Comfortably away by Boxiev. Nice touch by Alberts. He runs on to the turn from McCall. Goff's well forward here, joining the attack. In comes Goff! And Rangers get the equaliser! McInnes scores! Well, what a European debut for McInnes. What a time for him to strike. Richard Goff had come in to attack this ball. Good play by Rangers. Goff came in to attack it. The goalkeeper went down. Broke away from the defender. And in came Derek McInnes. What a moment for him.
It's a great cross from Alberts. Picks out Goff, who we mentioned in the first half, being the main danger. So it's good technique by McInnes. He's just trying to hit the target and keep it down. And suddenly Rangers are right back in the match. You see his Goff, it's his determination to get there. Knocks into a good area. Always difficult to defend. Before the keeper's reacted, it's in the net.
Tonight's attendance, 44,799. Big crowd here at Ibrox Stadium. Through by Cleland, this is Jury. Flipping it through. And McCoist at last! Ali McCoist for Rangers! 60 minutes gone, and Ali McCoist creates a new European record for Rangers. Well, a frustrating night for him. Chance after chance. Seemed to be running away. Gordon Jury here, doing ever so well, stabbing it through. And the Ibrox goal king picks his spot. Rangers 2, Alania 1. And Ali McCoist, with his 13th goal in European competition, sets a new record.
Yeah, it was good play from Jury, teasing the defender. McCoist, his trademark. He runs across the face of the defender and gets the first touch on it.
This is Suleimanov. Once again, Joyev goes down. He's been very adept at that tonight, has the Alania skipper, but it's Rangers now. Through Laudrup, McCoy's ahead of him, Jury's there as well. Great skills by Laudrup. Terrific play by Brian Laudrup, and Rangers are on fire now. And the crowd really respond to the Danish international player.
Yeah, it's great skill. You've missed the run from McCoy. He made a decoy run, took the middle defender away. He's probably hoping to at least hit the target on that occasion, but great skill, and again, a major threat.
Here they come again, Cleland. And he's body checked there by Pagayev. Well, he's already been in trouble with the referee. And the red card will surely be shown. Yeah, he's off. Pagayev is off. He quite blatantly body checked the Rangers player. The second yellow card, followed by the red. And he's off. It's a good ball through now for Laudrup. Cleland's running through the middle. Van Vossen's on the far side. Still it's Laudrup. That's a good cross, and the goalkeeper was really caught and needed some help there from Kornienko. Excellent cross. Here comes another one. Oh yes! Gordon Patrick scores for Rangers. 79 minutes gone. Rangers 3, Alania 1. Joyous celebrations all around Ibrox Stadium. What a turnaround in this match. It was played short to McInnes. Excellent cross. There was Petric. 3-1 to Rangers.
Yep, Alania sleeping. Laudrup McInnes was sharp enough to go and get the ball off him. Simple enough goal. Alania just know they can't handle the aerial power. Petric and Goff in particular.
Well, he's booking Petric for removing his jersey. But Ibrox at the moment erupting. Rangers coming from a goal down to 3-1 up. Goals from McInnes, McCoy and Petric. There are 10 minutes left here. Now, what do Rangers do here? Do they go in really for the kill? Do they try and keep things tight at the back now? It's a penalty. The referee is pointing to the penalty spot. Well, this is remarkable. No sooner have Rangers taken the lead, Andy Gorham come rushing out. Certainly made contact there. Penalty kick is awarded. He complains to the referee, but he certainly made contact with the player. It's Janowski who's waiting to take this one. The man who put Alania ahead in the first half. Can Andy Gorham do something special here? He's missed it! Janowski has sent the ball wide. Ibrox erupts again. What a let-off for Andy Gorham and Rangers. Well, Gorham had dived the wrong way. It looked as if the ball was going into the corner of the net, but past the post. Rangers still have that precious 2-goal lead. This is Van Vossen. Laudrup. Van Vossen calls for it again. Jury's in the middle. McInnes is arriving. Here's Van Vossen. And right at the goalkeeper. Rangers have had some chances in this second half.
It's the ability of Laudrup again to easily go by defenders. And he should really score there.
Well, I think now Walter Smith and Archie Knox would be quite happy to make the away trip 3-1 ahead. It's behind for the corner. The pressure's still on. There are 3 minutes left. the moment if Rangers can get an away goal, it negates Alania's, but another one here for the Russians, and it would make Rangers' task so much harder. Kornienko's up there again. Well, it falls beyond them all, and Petric wisely allows that one to run out of play. There are just over 2 minutes left. Rangers 3, Alania 1 here at Ibrox Stadium. It's laid off by Van Vossen. McInnes gives it away and then concedes the free kick. Well, it's the Rangers' nerves that are jangling now. They've really turned this match around, but they don't want to throw things away in these closing stages. Again, the Russians show great skill and composure. And the skipper well forward again. Troyev.
And I'm quite happy to see that. I think he'll take that for the next couple of minutes. Just a little bit of inexperience showing Derek McInnes there in the midfield, just getting caught up again and again. And he should just use his head and just pass into areas that are going to give Rangers a bit of relief and a bit of tension, can then be eased.
Once again, it's Alania who have the free kick. Walter Smith looks on anxiously. We're inside the final minute of the match, plus stoppage time. Well, at half-time, Rangers would certainly have settled for winning this tie 3-1, Charlie. Yeah, most certainly. I think we always felt that they were capable of scoring. You just knew they had to raise the tempo of the game. They've done that in the second half, and they could easily have had 6 in the second half. 3-1, it could easily have gone to 4, but still, they must keep their concentration here. It's vital. Closing stages. The offside flag is up meanwhile on the far side, so a bit of breathing space. Rangers may be the home side, but it's all about discipline and concentration now. Well, this second half performance has certainly been Rangers' best in recent seasons. Battling back after an indifferent first half in which the Russians were the better side. We're now into stoppage time. The whistle sounds, and Rangers go forward now with confidence to the second leg. They were a goal down at half-time, but they fought back through McInnes, then McCoy setting a new European record here at Ibrox. And Gordon Petric making the full-time score. Rangers 3, Alania 1.
Rangers man of the match is Derek McInnes.